Dealing with evil eye and jealousy as a bright spirit that shines into the world. I think on social media, especially, a lot of the eyeballs that are on you are not benevolent because many people have an issue looking inside themselves and they're afraid to look inside the pain or darkness of their own heart to unearth their power or their light. So when you really think about it, when people are drawing inspiration from you, when they're watching you on social media or living in the world, it's almost like they're feeding on your light, but a lot of people don't want to admit that they are, so they're kind of doing it in the shadows and they don't give back. So it's not reciprocal, like they're taking inspiration, but they're not giving it back to you. They're not giving it back to the world. And I think it's sad the way people are sort of like zombified in this way, in this world, this way, like this kind of spectating or evaluating or just like trying to draw the energy from outside themselves. So if you are someone who's sharing on social media, you'll realize that there can be this drain or this sort of naggy, nipping energy nipping at you where you feel like you're being drained. So you have to have good protection because people are feeding on your light, and especially, and you give it willingly because you're hoping that it finds the right people, and the right people are inspired and uplifted. But there is that feeling that people just, they don't know any better. They don't, it's like they want you in their way. They want to take and feed off your light, but they don't want you to like experience the full depth and breadth of your power and shining in the world because of jealousy and because it brings up their own insecurities. So you may have played the role for a lot of people, whether on social media or in real life, of a clear mirror because your light shines brightly. It makes them look inside themselves and say, oh, now I'm reminded of my own inadequacies and the things that I'm not doing. But when a person's strong and more developed in their sense of self, they will look at you and say, oh, that person's, being strong, being courageous, developing themselves, looking at the ugly stuff, trying to do better. They'll look at you and be like, hey, I want to up my own game. A healthy person would say, hey, I want to up my own game, and what can I learn from this person to be a better person myself? But a person that's sort of lazy in that way is just drawing on this inspiration, watching, sort of secretly hoping that you're not leveling up in life. And then that's the evil eye part where you feel like, if they don't want you to make more money, they don't want you to have more power, have more admiration, love, whatever, then what does that basically amount to? That basically translates to, so they really do want you to have worse mental health. They want you to have worse physical health. They want you to be depressed. They want you to be